Should the Seahawks want Julio Jones?
Absolutely not. And they shouldn't want Julio Jones because they do not need Julio Jones. First things first, Bucky Brooks, sit up straight. You know this class. Class is now in
What?
You paying Tyler Lockett $17 million a year. DK Metcalf you did not draft in the first round. Thus, you do not have the opportunity to pick up his fifth-year option. So in about 12 months from now, DK Metcalf will be the highest paid receiver. You might be paying him about $25 million a year. And then Julio Jones, remember, commands 15.5, 11.5, and 11.5. Do you really want to commit $55 million to the receiver room? First question, Seahawks fans, you need to ask yourself. The second question is this. Do you want to stunt DK Metcalf's growth?
Ooh.
Because if you got DK Metcalf, plus Tyler Lockett, plus a proven Julio Jones as one of the greatest receivers this game has ever seen, do you really want to stunt his growth? Those are the two questions you initially need to ask yourself. And the answer to both of those questions will, or at least should be, no, we're not trying to commit $55 million to the receiver room. And no, I don't want to stunt DK Metcalf's growth, regardless of if I can acquire a 32-year-old Julio Jones.
Okay, so I'm going to remember this argument because I'm going to put a bookmark because when we talk about Aaron Rodgers and how he needs more weapons, I'm going to make sure I harken back to what you said about we don't want to make sure we add more weapons around Russell Wilson to allow Russell Wilson to do his thing. And so when I think about this, there are a couple different things that are at play here with the Seattle Seahawks. One, I absolutely love the move. I love the move because new offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron, comes over from the L.A. Rams. The L.A. Rams a few years ago when they went to the Super Bowl, what did they do? They played 11 personnel, one back, one tight end, 3 wide receivers, pretty much all day. So now I have the opportunity to play basically a video game with Julio Jones on one side, DK Metcalf on the other side, Tyler Lockett in the slot. And when I think about the prospect of defending those 3 weapons, particularly after we saw DK Metcalf, his big body self running down the track, I think we now have an opportunity to put fear in the minds of defensive coordinators. Even though I still think they're going to run the football, they're going to throw it on play action. It's a lot of one-on-one opportunities out there available. If you're the Seattle Seahawks, this is a no-brainer, particularly if it's only going to cost you a second-round pick or less. Man, do the deal, pick up the phone, make it happen, because if the Seattle Seahawks do this, we're talking about them being one of the teams that could be left standing, taking on Patrick Mahomes as he's pursuing his 20th straight win in the Super Bowl.
Man, stop. Nah, y'all need no damn Julio Jones on this roster right now. Another receiver? Like, damn, how many receivers y'all gonna have out there? Y'all forget they just drafted in the second round Dwayne Eskridge. They only had 1 pick in the first 3 rounds, and they go out there and get a receiver. Now, y'all talking about get another receiver. Will y'all stop with this? They already got Julio Jones on their roster. He's younger. Name is DK Metcalf. Y'all know who he is. Future Julio. That's what I'm going to call him right now. Also the dude that got smoked at Mount Sac. You know what I'm saying? That's that guy. But, hey, he a beast in football, but he football fast. He ain't track fast. Respect that track hashtag. Here's the thing. They got a new offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron. How many plays has he called in the NFL so far, Bucky? I asked you. Okay, exactly. You didn't say nothing because that's how many he's called. Donut. And now you're going to add Julio Jones with his greatness and another hungry mouth to feed at the receiving position. When you already got Tyler Lockett, you already got DK Metcalf. Now you got Eskridge, who you think highly of, enough to where you draft him high. And you're going to add Julio Jones to this? To me, this is not smart. This is not how you orchestrate a team in terms of team building. The orchestra, when it sounds its best, is when all the different instruments are playing in harmony. Not just the flutes, not just the pipes. Like, I want all these things to work together. How about you go get another cornerback? Because you guys had the 31st pass defense last year. Yeah, you went out there and you got Witherspoon for the 49ers, but how about some more cornerbacks? You're at 31st ranked. So, no, it doesn't make any sense to me because you already got Julio Jones. He's just a younger version. Let him blossom.